Oh my.
What are those? Where'd you get them from? How much you pay? Boy, you dumb. What are those? Where'd you get them from? How much you pay? Boy, you dumb. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Retail, resale, prevail. Better go and check your email. Did you get some heat this week or did you take another L? Goody two shoes, sneaker community. We all take L's, man. There is no immunity, but we can talk about it with a guest and reflect and celebrate the dubs that we get. Yes, you can tune in with a friend. Yeah, Facebook and Instagram. Yeah, coming at you every week with some heat and surprises. Almost time, open your eyelids. Don't you want to know what's next? Got some kicks you can show, come flex. We ain't in it for the checks, but we in there some checks. That's you Jay in the booth and some booths breaking necks. Not for real, what are those? Nah, you know if you watch the show. Yeah, yo, it's about to start in like 3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah, shout out the homie Larry one time.
Yo.
Sorry, I'm muted. I was muted. I keep forgetting to take myself off. How's everybody?
Was good.
How we doing, guys?
Yo,
Doing good.
today's gonna be crazy.
Today's a good one. Today is a good one. We want to officially welcome everybody to Season 3, Episode 3 of the Goody Two Shoes Sneaker Show. We are your hosts. My name is Carlos. We got Aaron over here to this side of me, and we got Brian down below. Our Instagram handles are under our pictures, so feel free to follow us if you are not. And we want to invite everybody who's tuning in right now to share this live. Share this live with your friends. On Facebook mostly. I don't think there's a way to do that on YouTube. If there is, then great. If not, yeah, share this video. Invite your friends to come and hang out with us this evening. We've got a great show lined up for you tonight.
Carlos,
What's up?
tell them about the Instagram.
Yep, I was getting to that.
Okay.
We are at, was it $5.99? We are at 599 follows on Instagram. So Aaron, if you have that visual of our Instagram banner, go ahead and display that at the bottom of the screen. Our Instagram handle is at the bottom. If you want to be our 600th follower, we won't give you a single thing for it, except for maybe a follow back. So whoever's our 600th follower, we'll go ahead and we'll follow you back. But we appreciate the support. We appreciate everybody being here. Like we said, we've got a great show lined up, and today's guest is coming to us all the way from Indiana, and we're excited to have none other than, he is known on Instagram as BigHomieKicks, but his real name is Darryl. We're happy to have him on, so let's welcome our guest for this week.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Oh, caught me. I'm always back here dancing in between these segments. BigHomieKicks, welcome to the show, man. How are you?
Hey, I'm good. How y'all doing?
Pretty good.
Doing amazing, man.
Thanks for spending some time with us this evening. We're very excited to have you on, and clearly you've got many things behind you. I could just stare at that wall all day and just try to name every single one of those shoes.
What I actually did, I kind of redid the wall today. So if you look towards the top, I got a little bit of LeBron, but as you get lower, you'll get into a little bit of Nike basketball in there somewhere. I think, well, over this shoulder, you'll see here some shocks, up tempos. But as you get lower, we're starting to get into the Nike trainer, like Air Trainer 3s, Barry Sanders, Bo Jacksons. You know what I mean? A little bit of everything from the 90s that kind of influences everything now.
Sheesh.
I'm sure the 90s had, I guess the 90s had a big influence on a lot of people, but we'll get into those details here in a little bit. But again, thank you for coming on the show. We got a couple of segments that we want to do before we get started with the conversation with you. And you guys who are watching, please don't go anywhere, because at the end of the show, we've got another matchup with our Jeopardy quiz game, and that is going to be between myself and BigHomieKicks. So we're going head to head on a couple of different categories, and we'll see if Goody Two Shoes can stay undefeated, or if our guests will get a number on the board. So
Darryl,
with that said,
we coming for your head. You already know. You know the slogan.
Hey, quick little nugget about me. I'm a combat veteran. Y'all might not have known that. So I've did 3 tours in Iraq. So pressure don't mean me. So
Let's
There you
go.
I'm highly intimidated, and I'm also very thankful. Thank you for your service, and I'm even more scared now. So thank you for that.
I'm volunteer.
But we'll go ahead and get started with our first segment of the show, and that is called Heat This Week.
Time, open your eyelids. Don't you want to know what's next? Got some kicks you can show, come flex. We ain't in it for the checks, but we in it.
All right, we're going to start it off strong with a great entry this week. This is from the Carter family out in Okinawa, Japan, and their little guy he's flexing hard right now.
Yeah, he killing it.
Some black cement threes. Shirt says Heartbreaker. He's got a headband on and some nice braids. I should have saved him for last. He's definitely killing it. Next up, speaking of killing it, Aaron, who's this?
That is my daughter Brooklyn, and this is her premiere in Heat this week. She has some Air Forces on. My wife doesn't like me, or my wife at first didn't like me putting her in tennis shoes. She wanted to dress her up all cute and put her in, sandals and stuff. But now she's let me. So yeah, this is Goody Two Shoes' daughter, Aaron's daughter.
There you go. Shout out to the clean car seat. I'm impressed.
Definitely.
Mine does not look like that. All right, next up, we got Jay the Kid and his family. He threw this quote in there. I think it's going to become like a staple of our show, but a family that kicks together, sticks together. I like that. So got some Yeezy 350s and a little Jaden with some Prestos on. So thanks for submitting these guys. Oh, and the Hey Arnold socks. Killing it with the socks again. Always with the socks.
Crazy.
Next up, we got Travis. This was a great purchase. I watched him do this unboxing live on his Instagram. If you guys aren't following him, please do so. Midnight Navy, LeBron 3s. Great pair. Darryl, you like these?
Oh, yeah, I'm digging those. That's the only one. I don't have that one. I need that color.
I feel the same. I got a few pairs of 3s, and this is one that I really, really want.
Yeah, I definitely need that one.
Jay the Kid, back with it. He's got some Old Spice SB Dunks on. And yeah, he's short. Look how short he is, guys.
Come on, man.
I can make fun of him. He makes fun of me all the time.
Oh, man.
Good guy. Love Jay to death. He is, if you guys don't know by now, he's the one that does our intro song. You saw him in the music video, but shout out to Jay the Kid. Travis again. Here's his Instagram name at the top. Travis124. Go and follow him. He's new into sneakers, but he's killing it. And he's blown away a lot of people's collections with a little time he's been involved. But he's got the graffiti 8s here. Darryl, were you able to grab these?
No, I was not. I kept getting the infamous payment error.
I didn't even get a chance to get them.
Yeah, I was in there and I actually it was going through, but I just kept getting the payment error. And then I would get the actual spinning wheel, you know what I mean? Like I'm like, all right, they're about to, put me in line and just give me the payment error over and over and over and over.
Ridiculous. All right, Aaron, which ones are these, man? Talk to us.
Man, if you know me, I've been on a New Balance kick lately, and these are the 327s. It's a newer model, I believe they just released last year. I call these the Nick colorways, but I don't know the official colorway name. But I just, I've been a fan of New Balance lately.
That's awesome. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you went and bowled a 300 after you took this picture. Great shoe, though. All right, so we have another picture of these Air Force Ones that came to us from Mrs. Carter last week. So it was a Japan release only, I believe. So she just decided to send another angle of them. So thank you for sharing those. These are great. And then I think this is the last one. So last but not least, we got Spider Miggs in the house.
Spider Miggs.
Super cool dude. And he's got some New Balances on. And I feel like that's the Brian pose. I see you post pictures of your shoes like that all the time, Brian. That pose right there.
It's the easiest pose, man.
Just stick your foot out and snap it, I guess.
Shout out to Miguel, though. That kid's the future.
Yes. Well, there you have it. That is Heat This Week. For those who do not know yet, Heat This Week is an awesome segment where you get a chance to have your shoes featured on the show. So all you got to do is follow the directions that you see at the bottom of your screen right now. Tag us on Instagram at Goody2ShoesLV and hashtag it Heat This Week, and we'll make sure that your pictures get featured on our episode. If I missed anyone, please let me know. I'm also very sorry. It's been a crazy week here in my house. So with that said, we are going to move on to our next segment, which is new releases with Brian this week.
Where'd you get them from? Those are dope.
Oh my.
What are those?
Guys, I'm sorry. I gotta take place of the real shoe monster. I know. It's the unfortunate truth, but let me pull some stuff up. Shouts out to Ashley. And shouts out to Ashley too, because she's been on Champs this week, man. But anyways, starting off first, the Krusty Burger Simpsons X Adidas ZX 10,000C, I believe the model is.
Holy moly, that's a mouthful.
I know, right? Just the Krusties. Let's call them the Krusties.
The Crust. Yo, these are actually kind of crazy. I'm a big fan of Adidas ZX stuff. I'm not a huge fan of a lot of Adidas stuff. But they did these really tastefully and paid attention to details very well. I love the way every panel is outlined, sort of like a black overlay. Yeah, it gives it that cartoon feel.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, tell me, what do you guys think?
I don't feel like any one of those colors are too like harsh. I feel like every color kind of falls in line and isn't louder than any one of the other colors. So I think it's pretty well executed. These are cool.
I mean, I think about when you look at it, it kind of, I mean, with the name and the shoe, usually sometimes they'll post a shoe or make a shoe and give it a name, but it doesn't fit. But I mean, when you look at that and you hear Krusty Burger, I mean, you automatically think Simpsons. I mean, it just, to me, it just screams the Simpsons. You know what I mean? If you look at the whole Krusty Burger, theme or whatever, it kind of, I mean, it fits. To me, it's got to fit, and this fits to me.
The back of the shoe, the Adidas sign, is that not his hair?
That's exactly what it is. And if you look, I'm going to see if you look at the logo. Oh, man. It looks so sick. Let me see. Oh, there's not another picture of it. But, yeah. Oh, that looks amazing.
That's a nice touch.
The toe cap kind of looks like the toe cap on the Telarias if you scroll up a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, I see that. Yeah, I can definitely see that.
I mean, if you know, it kind of puts you in the mind of the cartoon LeBron 6, the Stewie. Kind of puts you in the mind of that, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Exactly. Crazy. So good luck to anyone trying to get these. These are cool, man. I don't know if I'll go for them. I think with the amount of hype Adidas doesn't have right now, these might go down in price. So I'll wait, see what happens. All right. Let me get to the next ones here. These are actually some that released today. And if you know me, you know the brands I love. One of them is New Balance. This is the Todd Snyder New Balance 992. I'm gonna give a little hot take here. I think this shoe is kind of poorly done, if I'm being honest. I think that midsole could have used a little more color. That's kind of the generic midsole they use for the gray 992. They didn't really change much. I was actually talking to my buddy Jeremy about this yesterday. I think the upper looks amazing. Love that burnt orange. But just the shoe looks incomplete to me. What do you guys think?
It does. I mean, it looks like, I don't know. I mean, yeah, I see what you're saying. Like right under the end, the whole midsole and all that is just like they ran out of an idea. They was like, we just gonna throw something on the upper, you know what I mean, just to make it kind of pop. But to me, finding out now, I know you like New Balance, but it looks like an orthopedic shoe to me.
If there were more colors on that midsole, that orthopedic look would probably be a little less evident, because I feel because it's all one color, you got a little bit of a gray accent and a little air bubble in the back, but like Yeah, I could definitely use some more color on there. Now that you pointed it out, I'm not sure if I would have noticed that or thought that if you hadn't said anything, though.
I'm not sure how I feel about the camo hints in between. I feel like with camo, you gotta either go all in or like not do it at all. I feel like when you like hints of camo don't, for whatever reason, for me don't do it, and so I just feel like it's kind of odd. Like I don't know how to describe it, but yeah, I don't like the hints of camo. I feel like the shoe could have been executed maybe if they just kept with that, like that pink. Uh, then I don't know. Yeah, it's not hitting for me, guys.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. All right, and the last shoe I'm going to show, I got to show it because this might be the only time we'll actually ever get to see this shoe. If you know what I'm talking about, you already know what it is.
Saw that coming. It's a really nice shoe.
What do we say, man? It's a beautiful shoe. Let's be honest. It's a beautiful shoe.
It's a really nice shoe.
But
this shoe is like it was at the party but didn't want to be at the party, so it snuck out the back door, if you know what I mean. Like it just didn't want to be there. So unfortunately, none of us will ever have them. But it's a beautiful shoe.
Darryl?
I got I'm not gonna say flamed, but I had a lot of people in their feelings on my Instagram one day. I started talking about Jordan 1s. I don't see it. I mean, I see it, but I mean, like me personally, I just, you know what I mean? They're super flat. You know what I mean? I'm a big guy, so flat shoes, that's a no-no. You know what I mean? So I understand the silhouette and the history and why everybody loves it, but I mean, to me, I just don't get it.
Yeah.
And I mean, we're at the point of overkill now. Honestly, how many colors of Jordan 1? How many different colorways of Jordan 1s do we have?
I lost count after
You know what I mean? It's just
after like 4 million.
Yeah. I mean, it's cool, but I mean, I'm cool.
It's I think the story of a shoe is just as important as like the aesthetics and the looks. And the story of this shoe is forever going to be the fact that they got backdoored. That, you know, there's so much negativity around it. You don't know if shoes are fake. You don't know if they're real, if they got blue laces, if they don't. And it's the same way I feel about the Grateful Dead dunks, because when those came out, it was like an influx of fakes in the market. So forever that shoe is tainted to me. And so these are the same way. Like I would never want or care for the shoe because the story behind it, everything about it just is negative. So I could care less about these. I hope Marcus Jordan never gets a collaboration again for Trophy Room. I hope they seal up that back door because this was crazy. Like this was the worst case of backdooring I've ever seen.
Yep. Send these shoes to Staten Island. If you know, you know. Leave it in the comments. All right, guys. That has been this week's new releases. Again, I'm sorry you had to see me and deal with my voice instead of the real shoe monster. But hopefully he'll be back next week. And, yeah, let's go.
Awesome. Thank you, Brian. We look forward to some of those. We will look forward to some of those new releases. But
the ones we can get.
We'll move on to our next segment, which is rotated between each of us as hosts, and that is our sneaker spotlight. And this week it is with Brian.
What are those? Yeah, not for real. Watch the show. Yeah, it's coming to you live in like 3, 2, 1.
All right, man. What do you got for us? So bright. Here we go.
We've got the Nike Air Force One Jewel from 1998. Anyone that knows me knows I love old shoes. These are straight from the archive. Love wearing this shoe. Love the shape of this Air Force One. And this is the goldenrod colorway. These came in like a set of, I don't know how many, but there was a bunch of different colorways of the Jewel Air Force Ones. Bam. Shouts out to Doodad on Instagram for that picture. You don't got these, bro. This is literally the hardest colorway to find of these jewels. A lot of them are pretty hard to find, but this yellow one is difficult to find. The goldenrod is so difficult. And I want to tell you guys how I actually found these, because I preach to people all the time that hunting for kicks is not dead. One day I was scrolling through Poshmark. Shouts out to Poshmark, sponsor us. Cut the check. Scrolling through Poshmark one day looking for Air Maxes. And what do I see come up? Men's yellow Nike Air Max low top sneaker, size 10.5. Bought them for $40.
That's
The goldenrods.
That's insane.
Guys, hunting is not dead. I've been looking for the shoe for I don't even know how long. I kind of gave up on it after a while, but man, grateful to have these. These are not going anywhere because they're so freaking hard to find. I've only seen one other pair in my size, and yeah, 1998 was a good year. I was 4 years old. I just aged myself. There you go.
I think you like unaged yourself, you baby.
Yeah. 1998, I was 8. Well, 1998, I was 18.
I was about to say, I don't know about that.
I'm doing too many things at one time. Like you said, sneaker hunting. I was actually trying to find a picture. Have you guys ever heard of Plato's Closet? I don't know if you have any know where you're at.
Yep.
Yeah, I went to Plato's Closet back in 2012. That's when I got out of the military. 2012, 2013. So I'm walking on the shelves and I'm looking. I see this bright neon green sneaker, and I'm like, I know that's not what I think it is. So, I make my way back there, get up there, Kobe Grinch, size 12.
Wow. No way.
$25.
No way.
I posted on my Instagram, but it's been a while, so I'm trying to go back through my pictures. Here it is.
Wow.
Yeah, $25. It wasn't in the best condition. It absolutely wasn't in the worst. But you know what I'm saying? Like, just to come up on that, and like in 2012, 2013, like he's saying, sneaker hunting, Plato's, man, I was getting I got Miss Jordan 4s for $30. I got a couple pairs of 18s. This is kind of back when I was still kind of doing the Jordan thing. I got a couple pair of 18s, some 17s. All like $30 and $40 because this was like no GOAT, no StockX. Nobody really knew what was going on. You know what I mean? So the people in the store, they really was just like, and people were selling like that guy. Okay, they sold these for $25. They probably gave him $10 or $15 for this shoe.
And that guy was even more dumb than the people that played for pricing them at $25.
Found that too at Plato's, and I ran up on it one time. A lot of women, when they break up with dudes and they get mad at them, it was a chick, man. She had literally 3 bags of clothes, like Polo, True Religion jeans, and she was like in front of the store selling Polos for $5, True Religion jeans for 10, like getting rid of all his stuff, man. So, hey, sneaker hunting is in shapes, forms, and fashion. So, however you come up on it, you come up on it. But a come up is a come up, so you can't beat it.
Send her to the gulag,
man.
But yeah, sneaker hunting is not dead. Go check your thrift shops. Go check those little stores. Check Poshmark, eBay, Mercari, etc. Yep. And just spend some time on there. You will find some crazy, crazy steals.
Yep.
That was my spotlight. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Brian. Appreciate that. All right. So, BigHomieKicks, a.k.a. Darryl. Do you have a preference of what we call you? I don't know if you have a preference.
It don't matter, whatever. Everybody calls me either Darryl, Big Homie, whatever. So
for sure.
Darryl, the big homie.
Well, we want to get to know you, man. Again, thanks for coming on the show. If you could give us a little bit of a background of, who you are, where you're from, and how you got into sneakers, that would be great.
Well, the nickname Big Homie comes from I'm the old head in the game. Like I said, I'm 40 years old, so I've been around. I've been doing this for probably 26 years now. I started my second job was actually at Foot Locker, and that was like when I was 15 years old. So being around sneakers like that, I'd always want them, but actually getting a job there, it kind of just it just blew everything out the water. So like I said, I've been doing this for probably like 26 years. I changed my name to Big Homie, so now it's funny because I used to be called Sneaker Army on Instagram. And it was like everybody wanted that. So now you look up now, there's the Sneaker Army, the Sneaker Navy, there's all this. But actually when I changed my name, no joke, when I changed my name to Big Homie, somebody took Sneaker Army in like 6 minutes. So once you change your name becomes open so somebody else can take it.
Right.
So I mean, there's all kind of variants, you know what I'm saying, the sneaker army. And I mean, I've been a Jordan guy, been a LeBron guy, trainer guy. Like I love Nike trainers. Like if you look at my Instagram too, I post a lot of trainers. So I'm just basically an overall sneakerhead. Like now I don't do Jordans, I don't do Yeezys, I don't do Off-White, I don't do anything like that. It's just LeBron, Nike basketball, and like Nike trainers, and you know what I mean, just retro, Nike retro. I'm a complete Nike guy. I have one pair of non-Nike sneakers in here, and it's a Reebok. But I'll save that for later because it's one that a lot of people, when you first look at it, they're gonna be like, "What in the world is that?" But you know what I mean. If you know, you know. And then some people, you know, when I say the name, it's just like, "Oh, okay, I remember that." So, but yeah, that's just an overview of me. Like I said, Army veteran, been around the game for a while. Just everybody's big homie. That's why they call me Big Homie. So,
Yo, so real quick, why? Because I had a period where I stopped buying Jordans, and the show kind of got me buying them again. But like, what made that happen? Like, why did you get tired of Jordans?
okay, I'll make it short and sweet. So when I was in the military, I had maybe at that time I was probably like 120, 150 pairs somewhere in there. So in the military, I deployed to Iraq 3 times. So when you deploy, you know what I mean, you take everything that you have. Like I would take everything in here, put it in the storage unit. So I was at Fort Hood in Texas. So I mean, there was like 2 different divisions. So there's probably like 15 to 20,000 soldiers. So when people leave, they know you leave. So I put everything in the storage. I went to Iraq. I came back from Iraq, and it literally looked like somebody took my storage and shook it up. Because when I opened the door, it was just empty boxes everywhere. So like 98 to 100 pairs of shoes, like gone. Like, and this was like, this deployment was probably like 2005, 2006. So this is kind of like when retros first start hitting. You know what I mean? Like my Defining Moment package was in there. My I can't remember. I mean, that's the one that sticks out the most. The Defining Moment package. Like,
yeah, you can stop there. You don't even need to say more than that.
Yeah, I mean, that's just it's everything that was in there. You know what I mean? All the infrareds, Citrus 7, everything. Everything was in there, and somebody felt like they needed them more than me. But like I said, they know once you leave, I mean, he's gone. He's halfway across the world. You know what I mean? So it's not gonna be back. But yeah, somebody relieved me. So it was just like I wasn't gonna take time to hunt down another 98, 100 pair of Jordans. So I just kind of just said forget it. And that's really when I got into the LeBrons, and it was actually with the South Beach. I walked in the store on release day in the South Beach, and I mean, I looked at them, and it was kind of like one of those things. It was like, you know what I mean? I really don't want them, really don't. I mean, I want them, but not really. And the color was something that we really hadn't seen. So, but then, you know what I mean? It was like literally like 3 days later, that's when the whole hype jumped. So I was like, man, these are sitting. Let me run back and get them. So I went back to the mall, gone.
Dang.
So I was like, okay, do I start the LeBron thing or do I go back to Jordan? And it was like, I'm not going back to Jordan because everybody's doing it. And it was just too much hurt with it. So I was like, let me start a new train. So that's how I ended up where I am now.
L Train. I like it.
Yep.
I don't like that you were relieved of 98 to 100 pairs of Jordans. That's never fun. I myself have been robbed of sneakers, and that's a scary feeling, and it sucks to have to rebuild.
Yep.
And rebuild wasn't anywhere near that big. It was like 13 pairs of shoes, but still, the principle is a principle, and that's no fun.
And it was kind of one of those things. Every time you walk around, when I got back, I'm looking at everybody's feet, and I'm like, are those mine? Are those mine? You know what I mean? So I was like, I'm cool. I just let it be.
For sure. So we mentioned it a little bit earlier. We talked about the 90s. We talked about how influential that those years were. So what was your experience like in the 90s? Like, what were you up to? Were you still in school? Were you in the military at that point? Like you were working at Foot Locker at that point? Talk to us about the 90s a little bit.
So the 90s for me, it was kind of weird because, like I said, I graduated in 1998, graduated high school in 98, so that kind of dates me. So like 90, 91, 94, middle school age. So my first pair of shoes, I actually won in a talent show. So it's crazy. So it was like the guy who was like, whoever wins, I'm going to buy them the new Jordan that comes out. So my very first Jordan was the Raptor 7. So if I ever bought another Jordan, it would be the Raptor 7 because that was my first one. It was kind of like, you know what I mean? The sneaker that got me into collect, that got me, you know what I mean? Like really loving, you know what I mean? The whole sneaker game or whatever. So being coming, single mother, she was like, I'm not spending 100. Back then it was 130, 140 bucks. You know what I'm saying? And back then you can literally go to the mall. You have to wait till mom gets off work, go home, chill out. She get home about 6 or 7 o'clock. You can go to the mall 7, 8 o'clock at night, and they still got a full size round. You know what I mean? That's the old days. Like a lot of kids nowadays don't understand. You know what I mean? Like you could go to the mall before they closed, and they would still have a full size round. So my mom worked at a community center. So being in the community center, it was in a bad neighborhood. So there was a lot of drug dealers in the neighborhood. So Jordans were coming out, but they weren't coming out like that. So, because remember back in the day, we only got like a bread color. We got the black and white colorway, the all-star colorway, playoff, and you might have got a UNC. That's kind of what you got. Now you get, 20 different colorways. So they weren't dropping like that, but the shoes that were dropping were Pennies, Bo Jacksons, Dion's. You know what I mean? Those were dropping, at least once a week. So the drug dealers in the neighborhood, they want to buy a brand new pair of shoes every day. So that's what I saw. You know what I mean? All of them, buying them. They got the nice cars, nice shoes. So I kind of fell in love with it. And I was already a football guy. So, when you get into the trainers and the turfs and all that, like Dion's, I mean, I'll say it's probably maybe 1 or 2 people that's got a better Deion Sanders collection than I do. So, you know what I mean? It's like Dion's my favorite shoe, you know what I mean? Or I take that back. The Barry Sanders Nike Air Zoom Turf Training, that's my favorite shoe. And I think I got it right here. So this one right here. Like a lot of people, you know what I mean? They look at this shoe and they're like, what is that? I mean, this is the shoe that it just changed the game for me. It was just different. I liked it. That's when the straps and everything started coming. This sole was just totally different. So this shoe,
not gonna lie, walking in that shoe, it was a little weird.
It was very weird because all these little nubs at the bottom.
Yep.
let me go a little further than that. So I'm not gonna say this is that guy's shoe, but so this shoe right here, a lot of people loved it, but they liked it on turf. But they were like, there's another guy who wears number 23 in Chicago. He does work in his shoes. So let's take this shoe, but let's put his sole on that shoe. So you got this same shoe that Barry Sanders wore. So there was a lot of, people that took it and they wanted to wear it, but they put a Jordan 11 sole on it. So these weren't released in the stores. These weren't, anything like that. It was just player exclusives. Now, like I said, I'm not saying that this is that guy's shoe, but from the pictures I've seen, Brett Favre wore this shoe. This is Brett.
Wow.
I'm not saying this is Brett Favre's shoe, but I'm just saying with the Jordan 11 sole on the Nike Air Zoom Turf Training, Barry Sanders wasn't going to wear this because it was green. But let me get there.
I've never seen those before.
You had that one and the black. And like I said, I can date these. These are old. Look at that. They're falling apart. So this is probably like a 1996 release. Well, like I said, the Jordan 11 sole on the bottom. I mean, you can go look at your Jordan 11s. This is the sole from the Jordan 11. So it was just a little stuff like this. And I don't know who wore this because they actually cut the strap off of this one. So,
somebody with a really fat foot, probably.
Exactly. So it was just, I kind of fell in love with just the trainers and turfs and Dion's, Barry's, Bo's.
Wow.
You know what I mean? I love them. Just like, the LeBrons. I like the LeBrons, but I mean, my true heart remains with trainers and turfs.
That's wild. That's a very specific lane that not a lot of people are occupying right now.
Exactly. That's why when I start talking about it, everybody's like, what? So I can pull, sorry, I'm jumping around. I can pull these out though.
Keep going.
I'm trying to.
This is crazy.
Oh, I got some. So are y'all football fans?
Not as much as basketball, but
okay. But I can't remember where I put it at. Okay, here it is.
I need a chair that rolls. That's so
Our guy Mo in the comments, a huge football fan.
So does anybody know what this is?
beautiful.
Same thing. This is the same shoe. Zoom Turf Training, Barry Sanders. This is his second shoe. Now, what they did in this shoe, what they did in this shoe was collaborate with Michael Schumacher. So this is exactly the Schumacher Zoom Turf Training.
Wow.
So, I mean, it's just something about these old shoes, man, and just remembering, if you, like, the kids now understand, you know what I mean, like, how they got such a connection with the off-white thing because they live in the off-white thing. But I mean, we lived this. Like I said, I'm 40 years old, so I lived this era. So that's why these shoes, you know what I'm saying, mean so much to me. But I mean, I can keep going. Like I can have a whole history lesson over here on old shoes. I got old shoes. I mean, falling apart. I got shoes that's older than some of the people that's probably watching this video, and they're completely falling apart.
Yeah, I don't think you're lying at all with that. That's crazy. So I'm learning something new every time we have an episode. So those Terps with the 11 soles on them, those are wild. Somebody's asking if you have any Michael Vicks.
So which one?
He said, he turned around real quick and he said, which ones?
There. Then we could go. There. This is probably one of my favorite things I like to pull out. I mean, I got the shoe. I've got the shoe. This is the all white pair. But a lot of people don't have the tickets to the Vic experience. Wow. So this right here, this is the collector's item within itself. And this goes with this pair of Vicks.
Oh my gosh.
Those are crazy.
Oh my god.
Okay, so this is the retro, and it's crazy that they're right here. But this is the OG pair. So
wow.
I got the retro pair and the OG pair right here. So
which one is better?
We could have a whole episode on trainers and turfs. So
Emmitt Smith. He asked if you have any Emmitt Smith.
See, that's the Reebok that I told you that I had that nobody has.
Ooh, there it is.
I've got it. This is the only Reebok. You see the 22. This is Emmitt.
Like, yo.
Anybody know what that is?
Oh my gosh.
I'll give you a hint.
Randy Moss.
Nobody get the
Yeah, those are the Mosses, right?
Mossified.
Yep.
There it is.
Yo, Randy Moss, he was the first basketball player that was endorsed by Jordan, right? First football player endorsed by Jordan, right?
Yep.
Because Jordan didn't start having athletes till '97, right? Well, I guess not athletes, but people that endorsed him.
Well, I mean, I guess you could probably say that. So since you want to go to the 90s, you might know what this is.
Oof.
Carnivores.
So only one that I'm missing in this is the black one. I would put the other one way over here. Hold on, let me get it.
I actually really love that shoe. That is the shoe I wore to camp out for was it the Galaxy release? I think it was the Galaxy release.
I love
crazy.
So yeah, I've got these two. Like I said, I need the black and purple. So when you say black and purple, you want to talk about the Ravens. So this shoe right here. Want to know who knows what this is?
Looks like a Barkley.
Nope.
Like the sole, like the midsole looks like a Barkley.
Oh man.
And so that's why I say a lot of the shoes that came later were influenced by a lot of these, trainers and turfs. So this right here is the Nike Air Bowl. This was worn. It wasn't his shoe, but it was worn by him primarily, and it was worn by Rod Woodson.
Wow.
So this one right here, like I said, if I put this on, it's immediately gonna disintegrate.
For
It's
sure.
right there. But
man.
the crown jewel that I have is.
Drum roll, please.
Ooh, I almost tore it up.
This is crazy.
This one right here. It's called the Nike Air Turmoil. Look at that.
It looks like it's been through some turmoil.
But this is when Nike kind of started putting the straps on everything.
Yeah.
Like I said, this shoe right here is probably like 26, 27 years old. 24, 25, 26, somewhere in there.
Is that size 24 too? That shoe looks huge.
I'm a 13, so a lot of my stuff is a 13.
The thing looks huge.
Yo, so you could see a lot of the influence on the diamond turfs from that shoe.
There it is. This man's a magician.
Probably the greatest shoe. But and one thing I didn't like that they did with these, with the Oregon on it.
Yep.
That's one thing about me. Like, I'm not really one of those. I don't need off whites. I don't do a lot of PEs. I'm a GR guy. You know what I mean? If somebody wore it, I got more of a story, you know what I mean, for them wearing it. I don't have to have the Travis Scott collaboration and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Then if you want to get into newer turfs and trainers, Calvin Johnson.
It's beautiful. A beautiful shoe.
Megatron, and they actually made him a Trainer 3 to go with it.
Woo!
The Decepticon on the back. This came in a pack.
Wow.
But since we on Transformers, I mean, if you got Megatron, you gotta have Optimus Prime.
My goodness.
Oh, I love that shoe.
Gotta have Prime. And you know how much I paid for this? $16.
Oh my goodness.
eBay.
What else can we go
Telling
to?
you guys, Hunt. It's crazy.
Trying to see what else we can pull out. I don't know. Oh,
So this might be okay. Go ahead. Yeah.
no. People literally try and buy this off my foot all the time. This is the Air Raid, the Urban Jungle.
Yeah.
So this was back. Okay, everybody's got a funny story when they wanted to become a restorer. They wanted to, do all that kind of stuff. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna paint them, get them back white, but I didn't do the bottom. I was like, hey, if I'm gonna wear them, ain't nobody gonna see the bottom. So I'll just get the sides back clean. But this one right here, Plato's Closet, I think it was $17.
Yeah.
So
Amazing.
Yep, got a little bit in here.
Man.
A little bit. So this might be the perfect time to kind of segue into how your interests, because you kind of mentioned it a little bit earlier with that storage unit getting broken into and having all your Jordans taken away. You kind of went the LeBron route, but you went there and it seems like you have stuck around. So what is it about LeBrons that have kind of drawn you in and kept you in?
I mean, to me, the LeBron line was the only other line besides maybe like Penny, Barkley, that kind of like just had longevity. And I mean, they was actually doing something different. So, I mean, a lot of sneakers, they come out and I mean, they're all cookie cutter. They kind of look the same. But I mean, like that Penny, that foam posit, I mean, totally different. The Penny, I'm bad on numbers. You know what I mean? Stuff like this. I mean, when they bring something different, it just looks different. You know what I mean? And I kind of stuck with it. Like this was one of my favorites too, the Air Up. I don't know if y'all see that one. A lot of people don't remember that one. But the Air Up, Pennies. I mean, if it's something different, I kind of get drawn to it. I mean, I'm kind of one of the people that I don't like to look like everybody else. So, when I wear something, I don't want to wear the same, the same Jordan that everybody's got in the same colorway. And I'm not one of them guys, like if it comes out on Monday, I'm not putting it on Monday. I might put it on Monday of next month. But I hate when people either wear them out the store or you get home, change your clothes and put the shoe right on. I kind of like to let them sit for a minute. The LeBron line, man, it was just like, I just liked the way he was going. I mean, the Zoom generation, the 2, 3, and the 4. I think the 4 was ahead of his time. A lot of people weren't ready for it back then. I think I got a pair of 4s up there. So
the ones you wore in the snow the other day.
Yeah, my snow boots.
Yeah.
So the LeBron 4, I think it was ahead of his time. But I mean, like nowadays, if this came out, I think it would be a little bit more popular. But I don't think people were ready for this back when it originally came out. But it was just like I just like LeBron, and I like the fact that everybody didn't like him. They don't like him. So that makes me, like him even more.
I dig it. I got my 4s there. Some 4s there as well. So, I mean, of all the LeBron silhouettes, if you could narrow it down to a favorite, which one would you say that it is?
Right now, it's probably the 7.
Do you have a favorite pair of 7s?
Christ the King.
Yeah.
Christ the King.
That's a solid colorway.
Yeah, it is.
This one. And it's actually BS, which, is unheard of for this shoe. But, they gave us rumors of a retro. So if we get a retro, I'll wear these. But if we don't get a retro, I probably won't ever wear this. And I wear everything. But I just got these last year. And I mean, that's another thing about, okay, I'll put this little nugget out for everybody in the sneaker game. If you like sneakers and you don't really mind hunting the sneaker, don't pay $600, $700, $800. Just wait. You know what I mean? Just wait it out. I mean, they're going to be there. That's a part of the fun. You know what I mean? When you get out and you see somebody else with it and you're like, man, I want that. Then you go home and look at eBay, you look at GOAT, and you see $650, $720. I'm not about to pay that. You know what I mean? So I actually came up on these for like $300. And that's solid for these in a 13, you know what I'm saying? DS. So I just waited.
So obviously I love LeBron's, and I think the ones that are here behind me are my 8s, which is like now my favorite silhouette, but they used to not be at all. Like I used to totally disregard an 8. Is there a silhouette for you that you used to not really care for, but now it's kind of grown on you? Do you have any like that?
Probably the 6.
That's a very underrated LeBron model. I don't think a lot of people like it.
I mean, like before Petrie got there, it was kind of like, you know what I mean? It was one of them lines that was just kind of like moving, that was going. But that 7 just completely changed the game.
Mm-hmm.
We was kind of like here, you know, had little peaks and valleys, and the 7 came, it went all the way up. Then, you know, you got the 8, 9, 10. The 11, we kind of started going down. 12, started going down. 13, 14, we went through the floor. You know what I mean? 15. And the 15 brought us right back up.
Oh, yeah.
Let me ask you all a question that me and a couple of my other guys were talking about. So what do you think LeBron's Jordan 1 is? And what do you think LeBron's Jordan 11 is?
Ooh, that's a great question. LeBron's Jordan 1, I would say, is the 8. Jordan 11, maybe. I want to say the 7, but I would also maybe say the 1, the Zoom Generation. It's a good one. I don't know.
It's a tough question. Like I said his 1 would probably be the 7, and his 11 would be the 15. Now the 15 when LeBron watch hit, I mean that's, you know what I mean.
That's kind of true. Yeah, you know what? You got a point there.
When you think about it, though, just think about the LeBron watch. It like changed, you know what I mean, the whole trajectory and the whole spectrum. You know what I mean, on his line to me. I mean, the 7 was the 3. I'll say the 7 was the Jordan 3 and the 1, and the Jordan 1.
I started thinking about it along the lines of like the shape of the shoe, like the silhouette of the shoe, and a lot of soles, 1 through 6. 5 was maybe a little different, but 1 through 4, and then number 6, they were all flat, right? They were all flat, and then once the 7 came and you put that Air Max bubble in there, it changed the whole trajectory of his line. Right. So I think I was thinking of like the LeBron 3s as his 1, like
when this hit, I mean, it was like Jesus Christ, you know what I mean? Just black and red on anything looks amazing, but then that fly wire, you know what I mean, and the air bubble, everything. Like this shoe right here, and people talk about this, like my shoe isn't yellow. So I mean, sneaker tip for everybody. For one, keep them out the light. If you keep them in the box, take the paper out the box. You know what I mean? All that kind of stuff plays into them yellowing. So these, they just sit in the drop fronts in the dark when I'm not in here. So that's how I keep mine. I try and keep them clean, but I wear these. I haven't worn them in a while, but because it's patent leather, it's starting to go already. I don't know if you can see it right there. Patent leather is definitely gonna go on these.
Mm-hmm.
But game changer right here,
man. Well,
this is crazy.
That's crazy.
I'm sure we could talk about LeBron's and the rest of your collection. I was ready for the LeBron's.
Mm-hmm.
I was not ready for everything else that you did to us.
Nobody ever is, and that's what I like, because I mean, it's like you gotta just think of everything, because a lot of the shoes I showed y'all influenced the shoes that we're buying today.
Correct.
You know what I mean? So I got one sitting right here that's looking at me. I didn't even realize it was right here. So this one right here, a lot of people are like, what is that? It's a Madden. EA Sports. You know what I mean? Back before they was doing it. So I mean, I got a lot of random stuff around here. I'm not even gonna lie. A lot of random stuff. I just love old shoes. Like Who's that? Was that you, Brandon? So you like old shoes? I love old shoes myself. So if I can find it and it's in my size, come on with it.
Yep, same. I don't care if it's crumbling.
Yep.
I'll still try and get it.
I'm trying to think if I had something that I didn't show you all.
Somebody asked if those are Billy Hoyles in the back.
Oh yeah, gotta have Command Force.
Jeez.
I got these when LeBron dropped these. Can't have one Command Force without the other.
Dang.
Crazy.
That's one thing I have to give LeBron a lot of credit for. Is his history and his like knowledge of sneakers.
Yep.
I don't think a lot of people understand how much he knows about sneakers, and that speaks volumes in the collaborations and
Right.
like the I don't know like the like fusions of shoes that he's done, like those Command Forces on those 17s. All the Air Max influences on a lot of his sneakers. It's insane. That's why I like his collection a lot too. And Kyrie Irving's collection early on, a lot of that stuff was influenced by other sneakers like SBs and stuff too. But super crazy how he's able to bring those ideas together.
Yo, guys, Brian, I think it's time, man. I think we've seen some kicks. I think it's time to test their knowledge.
Darryl,
We
You might have me,
put the
man.
knowledge to the test.
you know what I'm about to say. We coming for your head, Darryl.
Yo,
Let's go.
so
This is
Just
gonna
a
be
little-
crazy.
yeah, it's gonna be crazy. Just a little recap. We are 2-0 on the season. Brian won the first episode. I won the last. So Carlos, no pressure.
I'm feeling sick to my stomach right now.
I'll just show you something else you don't see every day too before we get into it.
Oh my gosh.
I got both of them.
Wow.
One without the other. Like I said, man, we could like if you like old shoes and Deions and Barrys and all that kind of stuff, man. I could go on for days. Bruce Smith. I got Bruce over there. I got
Before can you just pull out a pair of Diamond Turf 2s, preferably the 49ers colorway? It's one of my favorite shoes of all time. When they retroed, I traded so much just to have them. Oh my, I love that shoe, man.
That's a nice colorway.
Like I said, you can't have one without the other.
Amazing. All right.
Then can't forget that one. But I know he's trying to get to Jeopardy, but he got me started again.
All right, Eric, go ahead and pull the Jeopardy up while he's pulling out some more shoes. Just so we can.
This is about the retro. I don't know if we're gonna get this
Oh
covered.
yeah.
You got that one?
Guys, I'm gonna lose.
Gotta have Cincinnati.
Oh, beautiful colorway. You got the Volts?
Don't have the vote. Nope.
Oh,
This is another one. What is that shoe?
Air Trainer 1?
Yep, Pro Bowl.
It's a beautiful shoe.
Like, hey, I'm glad y'all probably never had on anybody on here like me, and I like that. I like to show a lot of stuff that people don't see.
Man, I mean,
That's why we're here.
it's what we try to bring to our viewers. But it's time. We're not playing nice. This is the Jeopardy game for this week. So we have 3 categories. We have Nike basketball, LeBron James, and random Nike history.
Let's go.
Darryl, you are.
Yeah, not for real, watch the show. Yeah, it's coming to you live in like 3, 2, 1.
Darryl, you are our guest this week. So it's only right that you go first. I'm sure you know how Jeopardy works. If you don't. All right,
Yo,
go ahead.
real fast, just a couple of rules that we're gonna be enforcing this week that we didn't do so hot the last couple of weeks. So you get 10 seconds to answer the question. Brian, if you could have a timer going. If you don't answer within the 10 seconds, your opponent can steal the question and steal those points. All right.
All right.
And just clarification, Aaron and I put these questions together. Carlos has nothing to do with it.
If you can't tell, like I'm like losing my mind right now.
Let's go.
I'll just make you a little bit more nervous. We'll bring out the LeBron James rookie card.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
All right, Darryl.
Homie, what
All
do you got?
Let's just go for it. I gotta get the points off the board. Let's go LeBron 400.
All right. Sheesh. Which shoe did LeBron wear during the McDonald's All-American game his senior year?
That was the did he wear the top 10? The Adidas?
Is that your final answer?
Yeah, I can't remember. What is Adidas top 10?
It was not. Carlos, you can
I
steal.
knew it.
I have no idea. Maybe it was an Iverson. The questions?
Is that your final answer?
Yes, my only answer. Really, I have no idea.
Okay.
That is correct.
Ah,
The Iverson Reebok questions.
Let's go.
All right.
Oh my goodness, I can't believe I got that right. Okay,
All right.
Okay, cool. All right, I got to keep it LeBron. I'm gonna go LeBron for 300.
The LeBron 15's colorway of at least 4 Nike 90 silhouettes features colorways of at least 4 Nike 90 silhouettes. Name 3 of them released to the public.
The Air Max 90s, the Air Max 95s. I only have 10 seconds.
Brian, keep that time.
I got it. 3, 2, 1.
Nope.
Darryl.
You can steal these.
what is Air Max 95? What is Nike Air Moab? And what is the Nike Orange Box?
Correct?
Correct.
We didn't write the orange box in there, but
Those are.
The orange box.
it was the 90s box.
Darryl, what did he do in those shoes that was significant?
In what?
In those shoes, the orange box.
Talking about recently?
Like when he wore them in a game, what did he do in those shoes that was just nasty?
I don't know.
That dunk on Yusuf Nurkic in Portland. You don't remember that?
I do now.
Ask me what he did in those shoes. I'll tell you what he did in those shoes.
All right, Darryl.
Good job.
All right, let's go random Nike for 200.
Random Nike for 200. Who was the first athlete signed to Jordan brand and what year? So we have to make that important distinction. Who was the first Jordan brand athlete? Not an endorsement, an athlete.
Didn't we just say this earlier?
Maybe.
Let's say Randy Moss 97.
So
Incorrect.
yeah.
And it wasn't. Was it a basketball player?
So let me
Who was the
clarify. You
first?
know what? To clarify,
Jordan.
I feel like we have to go back and give Darryl some extra time because I didn't write the question correctly. Who's the first NBA athlete signed to Jordan brand and what year?
I was the first NBA athlete.
I guess we didn't really have to put that to get the
but
answer. But
to be fair.
we'll give you 5 seconds.
Let's go Ray Allen. I don't know, 96.
That is incorrect.
You're close though.
Who is Mike Bibby?
No.
98.
Is that your final answer?
Final answer.
Okay. So this one is a little controversial. Not controversial, but from our research, Carmelo Anthony in 2003, while others such as Ray Allen, Vin Baker, and Mike Bibby served as brand endorsers or ambassadors, Carmelo was the brand's first signature athlete.
That's
I
fair.
agree with that.
And so, as you guys know, LeBron signed with Nike that coming out of high school, and Melo signed with Jordan that year. The other guys were Jordan ambassadors and endorsed by Jordan, and even got their own PEs, and some of them got their own lines. But Jordan was the first brand the brand signature athlete.
Carmelo.
I can dig it.
Well,
All right, Carlos.
Let's go Nike basketball 200.
Nike basketball 200. The Dunk and Terminator High both released in the 86-87 time period and were guided by which 8 college teams?
UNLV, Villanova, Kentucky, Syracuse, Michigan, Ohio,
That's 40 seconds.
and your time is up.
Ooh.
so what, he names 2 more and he gets the points?
Nope, he'll have to name all 8.
Yeah, about that.
Well,
UNLV, Villanova. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna say, okay, so was Georgetown one of the ones he didn't name?
Yep, Georgetown, Kentucky, St. John. Yeah.
Okay. So the 8 schools are Syracuse, Villanova,
Iowa.
Kentucky,
Iowa.
St. John's,
Iowa,
Michigan,
Georgetown.
UNLV, Iowa, Georgetown.
Dang it.
Hey, damn, that's a loaded question.
It was.
That should have been a first pointer.
All right. I think it's Darryl. I think it's your turn to pick a question. Oh, no. Or is it Carlos?
It's Daryl's. Yep.
Oh, it's Daryl's.
All right, let's go random Nike for 300.
Random Nike for 300. Name 3 Tinker Hatfields designs that are not Air Max or Jordan.
No idea. I'm not even on front.
Okay, Carlos.
Go ahead, Carlos. You got it.
I do not got it.
Oh, my.
All right.
This is killing me.
Oh, hold on. I'm just let me throw something out. So he did that he either did Federer or Sampras, didn't he? He did one of theirs, I think.
He did some you showed earlier as well.
I don't know. I don't follow Tinker.
No,
He
you're
did.
good. All right.
Oh, man.
Go ahead. What's
So you could have thrown out any models, and he probably did them. He did the Air Tech Challenger, the Air Teleria, the Nike Air Moab, the Huaraches, the Air Safaris, the Air Raids, Air Trainers, Air Trainer 1s, and the Nike Mag, to name a few.
Y'all asking everything I don't know.
Hey, it's all good. It's all good. All right. Carlos, you're up.
Let's go Nike basketball for 100.
Okay. What shoe was Rasheed Wallace most known for wearing on the court?
What is the Air Force One?
Stomping in my Air Force One.
Air Force Ones.
I got a caveat. Wouldn't that technically be the Air Force One high?
It's the high with the strap that comes on the back. I'm aware.
You get it, though. Hey, circle back. I'm with it.
All right.
Darryl, you're up.
Let's go random Nike for 100.
Random Nike 400. Nike's original name was.
It's on the tip of my tongue. I don't know.
3, 2,
As soon as you say it, I'm
1. Carlos.
Oh, jeez.
Oh my! I'm out.
No, yo.
Why can't I remember this?
I can't remember it either. We don't.
All right, your time's up.
3, 2, 1. Blue Ribbon Sports.
Yeah, I was born in 1991.
All right. Carlos, you're up.
Let's go LeBron James 200.
What shoe did LeBron James stop wearing because of the fit?
Like, is this recently or like?
During his time with Miami Heat.
Oh, that was leading. That was leading. He only wore
Yeah.
the
I
shoes.
wouldn't have said that, but
man,
it was
sorry, guys.
said.
Hey, the time is still ticking.
You got 5
Brian?
seconds, Carlos.
I'll go with the 9.
That's incorrect. Darryl, you want to steal it?
What is the Jordan? The LeBron 11.
That is correct. LeBron 11.
I mean, I could have answered that and said the 18 because he hasn't been wearing those at all lately. He's been wearing his Witness 3s. Like,
Do y'all know he wore the 18 last night for 4 minutes?
he took them off super quick.
He wore for 4 minutes.
I saw the game started and I was like, oh, he's wearing some 18s. He hasn't been wearing them lately. And the next thing I know, I'm on Instagram and a bunch of people are saying, oh, LeBron is wearing the Witness 3s tonight, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, hold on, I just saw him in the 18s.
Put that ambassador back on.
Anyway, all right, we're all tied up.
All right. Darryl, it's your go.
Let's go Nike basketball for 300.
Nike basketball for 300. Name at least 2 shoes worn by the 1992 Olympic team.
The Air Jordan 9 and which Barkley did he wear? Oh my God.
3, 2, 1.
All right, Carlos, you get a chance to steal.
Can I say Jordan 9?
Sure.
If you want.
It might not be right, though. I have no idea.
1992 Olympic team.
Yeah. Maybe the dude, I have no idea. I have no clue.
All right.
So we had the Air Max 180,
That's I knew it was a Barkley. I didn't know
the Jordan Olympic 7s, the Nike Air Ballistic, the Nike Air Flight Huarache, and the Air Flight Light.
And to make a correction, it's the Air Force 180.
Yeah,
I
Air
believe.
Force 180. Sorry, guys. All right, it's still tied. It's still tied.
Oh my gosh.
Carlos.
I'm gonna go Nike basketball for 400.
Woo! That's what I like to see, Carlos. Although it would have been smarter to go for the 100. But-
Okay, what were the 2 first Nike basketball shoes to officially release?
I can't even get points if I get one. One of them is the Nike Bruin.
Okay. I mean, maybe.
Well, I know that that's true, so you don't have to act like it's not. Oh my goodness. A Nike Bruin. I don't know. I just know that as the first one. So I don't know.
All right. Time's up. Darryl.
I'm gonna say the Nike Bruin, the Nike Air Force 1.
All right, you're both incorrect. You're both half correct. The Nike Blazer and the Nike Bruin.
Do I not get any points? Why do you do this? Why did you say name all 8 schools? And why did you say name 3 different designs? Why did you say name 2 different shoes? Why
You gotta have your knowledge up.
That's the first one. Was
Oh man. All right. We're still tied.
I'm not happy.
We have one question for 100 and one for 400. Darryl, you're up.
Hey, I gotta go
What are you gonna
400.
Random Nike for 400. Okay, what sport did Nike's first athlete play?
I'm gonna say what is track and field?
I just lost.
Is that your final answer?
Final answer.
That is incorrect.
Yeah.
It was not track and field. That was the second athlete, but not the first.
Woo, Carlos.
Where's the counter? I'm watching it.
Tennis. What is tennis?
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
Nike's first professional athlete endorser was Romanian's tennis player Ilie Nastase.
Let's go.
Yo, so the second player was a track and field athlete from the University of Oregon.
It's with the waffle and all that, right?
Yep. Okay, Carlos.
I mean,
LeBron
this is for
James
kicks.
wore 100. What is the difference between the LeBron James 8 Miami Knights and Flamingo?
There is no difference.
There is no difference. There's just a high top and a low top.
That is a difference.
That is the difference. Yeah, that's the difference.
That is a difference.
He referred to them as the flamingos on that live with sneakers, and I have never heard that before. But
Yo, that was a dope game. Shout out to
Wow,
everyone.
let's go. Carlos.
I can't believe
Yo.
I put that. I put
I'm not
that.
gonna lie. I might have been sweating as much as you, Carlos. That was crazy.
And just a reminder, guys, we just do these for fun and just to get our sneaker knowledge up. We learn just as much as the people playing and making these because we're forced to kind of do our research and kind of step outside of our comfort zones and not just talk about things that we know. So thank you, Big Homie Kicks, for participating. I know we put you on the spot. I know a lot of those questions are a little difficult, but I hope you have a little fun and that you learned some things as you were playing with us.
Oh yeah.
But all the guests coming on next week, we coming for your heads. We still undefeated.
Hey,
Get your knowledge up.
I gotta come back. But hey, I do got something. Since Carlos is a LeBron guy like me, I do got something for him though. After this, I get your mailing address, and I'm gonna stick this in the mail for you. Does it look good back there? Just let me know if you want this one.
Oh my goodness!
Wow.
Just let me know if you want this one or if you want the yellow jersey.
Amazing.
So you get at me, just get at me. I'm gonna blow. Pick which one: purple jersey, yellow jersey. I'll get your info and I'll get it out the mail to you.
Wow, you are very kind to me.
Amazing.
No problem. Hey, I like to share the wealth. That's the thing about sneaker game, man. If you put good energy out, you know what I'm saying, it's definitely gonna come back to you. So
100%. 100%.
Definitely.
Everyone, please, if you are not, after this live video is done, please go and follow BigHomieKicks80 on Instagram. He puts out some amazing content, and obviously he's got a super, super crazy, unique collection that just brings back a lot of memories, a lot of nostalgia. So please give him a follow. And Darryl, like, we can't thank you enough for coming on. I was not expecting the episode to go the way that it did. I knew it would be good. I didn't know it would be this good. So we appreciate it.
Hey, we called it. We said it was going to be a movie. It was definitely a movie. Darryl, thank you. You've become a friend of all of ours, friend of the show. We can't wait to run it back because it's going to be another movie, the sequel. Let's go.
Yeah, thank you, man. Appreciate you coming on, man, and so much nostalgia, bro. Looking at your collection, having you show us kicks, and the coolest thing about it is just seeing the passion and the love you have for the sneakers, and that's something that we all can relate to, right? Like sneakers is about a passion for us, and so when we see people or we talk to people that are like-minded, that shoes are, you go for shoes that you like and you want, and you don't care about the rest. We really appreciate that. So thank you again, bro, for coming on the show.
Like if everybody has a message, you know what I'm saying, that they say, the only thing that I say, man, in the sneaker game, just buy what you like. Don't follow trends. Don't, you know what I mean, just because somebody's buying off-whites and they can get, you know what I mean, these SBs and this and that. If you don't like it, man, don't buy it just because everybody else got it. Buy it because, you know what I'm saying, it means something to you and it's something that you actually want. It's something that you'll wear. Now, I have a lot of stuff, you know what I mean, I can't wear it because if I do wear it, they're going to fall apart. But I'm just saying, like, it's something that I want, something that I like. You know what I mean? And it's not popular and everybody can see what I do. I do my LeBrons on my page, but I sneak my trainers and, you know what I'm saying, Nike basketball, I sneak it in there every once in a while and I get the conversation going. So like you said, you know what I mean, just follow me. I do Instagram lives where we just like to do sneaker talk. You know what I mean? I get different people on the Instagram live and I'm all about sneakers. So my phone, I had to actually mute it because like another thing I told you, okay, so February, I went from 2,900 followers to right now I'm at 10K. So almost in a year, well, it's been about a year, I gained like 8,000 followers, you know what I'm saying? Just because I'm not like everybody else and I don't try to, you know what I mean, do everything. Just if you do your own thing, And if you're looking for followers and you're trying to get out there, just do your own thing. People gonna follow you if they want to. If not, they're not gonna follow you. You can't force it. But don't just try and follow trends and do what everybody else is doing. Just do what you like and do what you love. And the sneaker game is just gonna be, you know what I mean, just that much more amazing to you. So that's all I gotta say. Big homie kicks. Appreciate y'all.
Hey, appreciate you, man. Everybody make sure you tune in next week. We have a guest, JD Beltran. It's going to be amazing as well. Totally different flavor, but it's going to be a good flavor too. So Goody Two Shoes is out. This has been a great episode, episode 3. We will see you guys next week. Thanks a bunch.
Peace.